Alright, this is day 2 of road work with the tractor. There's a water bar that's supposed to go across the road, but in the ruts you can see that it's wore out. So I'm going to fix that and then try to channel the water off the road down the ditch over there. And I left my truck down at the camp or home, but I remembered the tractor key. So I'm going to walk up the hill and go grab the tractor. All right, that's our first one for today. This is a very steep hill, and you can see the water has washed away a lot of the soil. So the water just comes barreling down here. Now, it should hit this berm and wash off to the side of the road and just go downhill over there. One thing that happened while I was working is this backhoe, the hydraulics let it down because it's not running on hydraulics. I don't run the PTO when I'm running, so it lowered. There's a safety pin that's supposed to go in there, but I don't have one, so I'll have to get a replacement for that. This is on a tripod, so it's hard to get low to the ground, but there's a hole right there that's supposed to keep this from going up and down when you're traveling with it, so I'll have to buy one of those. But this one's looking a lot better. I was able to scoop up a lot of dirt and kind of fill in the big ruts here a little bit. But we're gonna head down to the next one, set up. All right, this is the next spot I'll be working on. You can see here that, back up a little bit. The water has been washing the soil off the road. So people have been, including me, have been driving on the middle of the road over here. And right here, there's about a 12-inch difference between the tire tracks there and the bottom of that rut, and the tire tracks here and the bottom of that rut. And whenever it's even a little bit wet out, your tires just slide right off of there. So I'm going to come through with the loader and try to shave this side down and dump it in the potholes. And then over here, you can just see really bad washout where got the same problem. If it's even a little wet, this gets slippery and you slide into this big rut here. So I guess I'm going to work on that next. I'll be doing it mostly with the loader instead of the backhoe right now. So we'll go ahead and set up the camera here. So now we're a little bit more level here. It's still slanted so that the water rains off, but some of the big ruts are filled, and the high spots that I used to slide down on are no longer there. I still got to drive over it and level things out a little bit, but the big part of this is done. And then we had one other spot up here that it was probably hard to see me on the backhoe from that distance, but we had a big old rut right here that I had to drive through all the time, and it was kind of big, so I just used the backhoe and took a bunch of dirt from the sidewall and filled in this rut. So got to get out my shovel and shovel some more because my bucket couldn't quite reach there, and then drive over it with the tractor a few times, and that should help level this part out. But I think that's it for my tractor work for today. It's not nearly as hot as yesterday, but once I'm done shoveling this and driving over things to flatten it, I'll be pretty tired and ready for a break. So that's it for this one.